Hey guys, how we doing? It is a beautiful day on Wednesday. Had a lot of things to do away from all of this, but we got those done. I'm recording this about 5:30. I got a few things going up for you today. Two things from the bin and an interview with Chris Carmen about a big race down at Skyline. Now that's the one that's going to be going up right after this. For this clip here, obviously we're going back to the Doug's Dirt Diary archives. Fulton Speedway is the place. I'm sure you knew that as soon as you saw this picture. May 12th, 2009. So getting a little bit of a late start on this particular year because this was a practice only. How good looking is that car, right? Man, that is sharp right there. So Chris Fisher, not really sure what Chris Fisher was doing at this because normally he was over at Black Rock Speedway almost exclusively and then Weedsport here and there, but he made it over to this one. How many of you guys remember this guy, Smiling Dave Riley from back in the day? One of the outlaw circuit runners, was doing a sportsman for a little bit. At least I'm pretty sure that's what this was. And here's somebody here who barely made it to the track on time. So they were sporting the DougsDirtDiary.com on their roof supports. We appreciate that. Although I don't remember his name. I feel so badly, but this again was 15 years ago. So this car here, based out of Jordan, New York. I know that Humphreys had a garage. This, I think, is a second or third generation racer. I can't remember his first name. But he also ran Weedsport right there. A.J. Kingsley, of course, and the familiar 3K back when he was in modifieds. That is Vinny Vitale's car being unloaded. Eric Kingsley is at the back. He's in the left there with the gray shirt, helping to unload that. That's the racetrack we were looking at on this night anyway. See a couple of patches that were drying out already, but it's Fulton, so it's always a good surface. So there's Vinny and Eric Kingsley right there as they're getting ready to go out and have a little fun. That's Larry White inside of his car. So '09, he was still, I think it was '07, '08. I can't remember exactly the year that he started. Of course, Tony Steiner was one of our biggest supporters on Doug's Dirt Diary. So I always made sure to take lots of photos of Tony's car. Thanks for all your help, Tony. I know you're still around and still check this out here and there. So we really appreciate everything right here. Former champion here in the '85. I know they have a farm, Petrovich, I believe it is. They live right down the street from Fulton Speedway. John Petrovich, I think, is who that is. If I'm right, let me know, guys. Okay. This is when Tim Sears was still running, senior. This was the Eric Hoppins car that they were doing their total site development. Was his business, and there is Tim up on top checking things out early to see what the racetrack was going to do on this particular night. A couple of sportsman teams, Greg Kimball, Joe Klein, out there early going. James Sweeting, boy, does he look different now. This was a long time ago. I'm not sure if he was a 358 or a sportsman or what, but that's him and his dad. His dad's got the flannel shirt on right there. Good guys. And James Sweeting looks a lot different now than he does. Got the beard. I always joke that he could be a country music star with the look that he has going out. Dave Manise, of course, one of the winningest pure stock drivers probably pretty much anywhere when you get down to it. Helped a lot of guys out over the years, too, and that's a look inside of his car. And that's one thing that you don't hear as much about is Dave helping all the people that he did. Billy Clark's number 99 right here. He ran pretty much Fulton and Weedsport were pretty much where he went. Jason Parkhurst here in the 38. And, of course, there's his son right there. So we had both the Parkhursts. Son had great hair, too, by the way. So there he is on the right. You can just see him right there. And this is one you can tell, boy, they just made it to the racetrack. Yep, we're here. We put the tape on there, and we're going to go see what it does. But looks like a car that barely made it to the racetrack on this night. So, and you can tell, obviously, it's a practice. You see the pits aren't as full as they would normally be at a race at Fulton Speedway. That's for sure. So, as I can't remember this guy, but he was part of that whole Bob Bennett crew. And this is a good photo here because it's all about the driver at that moment. And of course, I think this lady was racing too. So make sure to have some water and everything ready. I like how they had them sign the quarter panel on this car right here. So that's one way to do it. Very nice. So I don't remember your name, man. I'm so sorry. If you guys know, please leave some comments. You guys have been bailing me out on a lot on that stuff, so I hope you can continue to share these names. And this was, I think they were still street stocks at this point that were running at Fulton on a weekly basis. And of course, they had a lot of cars. I remember this car used to run Weed Sport too. So this was, I believe, a father and son team, if I'm not mistaken. And no, it's not the Zacharias boys, although the 71 does make you think that, doesn't it? So I believe this is Chris Fisher. Not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure it's Chris Fisher. This is Clayton Brewer III, as he was running Mod Lights back then. Good guy. Nice to see him running well. Billy Clark out on the racetrack there. Matt Fink, getting a little help from Pat Ward on this night, and that's his wife, of course, in the back right there, probably doing something with a camera or something like that. And there is Matt. Amanda, of course. I couldn't think of her name right away. That's a Mike Bowman, New York Mike Bowman. That's his sister. So, boy, look how young they look in this picture, huh? It was a long time ago, wasn't it? Joe Klein here in the 19J. Winning races these days, too, by the way. And more than just a few. So he's kind of come the full circle on that. I'm not sure which Carner this is. It's either Greg or Jeff. Remember they used to share the car? So your guess is as good as mine on this particular night. But hey, guys, I haven't seen you guys in a while. Hope you're doing well. And they're twins, so you're not going to be able to look at the picture and go, oh, yeah, that's definitely, well, some of you can, but I can't anyway. So John Tesserario is here. This is him in this photo here. I remember you guys remember that 2M that went around the racetrack a lot back in those days. And, of course, people getting some fuel here. Pat Ward is there, Scott Jeffries, and, of course, John White on the right, probably just checking in to see how things were going. The Sears boys ready to go. Tim and Tom, both in the picture on the right there. And this is kind of what it looked like as the day wore on here. And, of course, back then we didn't have a camera that could shoot at night, so once it got dark, we were done. And this was the last photo, literally, as we were headed out the gate. Hope you like this, guys. Make sure to subscribe, turn on the notifications, all that cool stuff. We're going to have some more videos up for you today, including one up a little bit later from a place that was a special day for me, as I got a chance to see where Ronnie and Jack Johnson got their work done. Make sure to look for that one.